Okay, that's brilliant. So just coming into laying on the mat, on your back, and we're going to have the soles of the feet together and the knees out wide, or you can have the feet flat and the knees bent towards the ceiling. So whatever suits you, slowly closing down the eyes, softening the face, and you can bring the hands to gently rest on the belly. So we're going to just come into the breath. We're going to find that breath nice and softly. You might want to exhale out the mouth for the first few rounds. Just bringing your awareness into your body, bringing your awareness into the moment. Just feeling the ribs pressing into the hands as we breathe all the way in, all the way out. You can take the hands around the back of the body. See if you can breathe into that space. Just notice how your body feels. Just be mindful of any aches or pains. Just going to take a few more breaths here. When you're ready, you're going to slowly inhale as we draw the knees together. So take your time. You might feel it in the hips. Just give your legs a nice little squeeze. And just sit with this feeling for a couple of moments. Beautiful. We're just going to slowly draw the knees in one at a time. And I want you to rotate the ankle in both directions and opening out the foot as well. Just bringing the other knee in and doing the same. Lovely. We're going to keep both knees in. Give yourself a nice little squeeze and a gentle rock from side to side. So maybe feel that nice little massage on the lower back. Just taking a couple of moments here. And we're going to slowly come to stillness. And we're going to inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to lift the forehead towards the knee. So start engaging the core here. Hold it here and release. And again. And release. We're going to take 2 more in your own time. Lovely. And slowly bringing the head back and just bringing the feet to the mat. Just check that you can brush the heels with the fingertips. That's roughly the distance you want. Keeping the arms to the side, we're going to lift the hips up. Start engaging the quads and the inner thigh muscles. And remember to engage the glutes as we are in a slight back bend in bridge pose. And just taking a few moments here. Taking a nice deep inhale all the way in. And exhale as we slowly release. And just take a couple of moments, sit with that feeling. When you're ready, we're going to lift that right foot up and we're going to place it on the left thigh. So keeping that right foot flexed, just see naturally where that right hip opens. And you can use the hand just to bring a little bit more space, but we're not forcing it. You can either stay here or you can loop the hands through around the left thigh or the left shin. It's quite a strong stretch, so be careful. When you're ready, slowly release. And I want you to take that right foot and just place it on the inside of that left knee and thigh. Taking the arms out wide, we're going to take a little twist over to the left. You can keep the gaze wherever you want. This is just a tiny twist. When you're ready, just taking a couple more breaths there. We're going to slowly come back to center. Just take a moment and release that leg to the mat. We're going to bring the hands to the side and we're going to inhale. We lift up into bridge pose. So keeping the neck nice and safe. Engaging the glutes. And we're going to exhale to release. Inhale to lift and lower and lift. So just keep going in your own breath. We're just working deeper into the glutes. Slowly release. Just take a few moments here. See how the body's feeling. When you're ready, you're going to take that left foot and bring it over the right thigh. So we're going to do the same on the other side. So just see where that left hip opens. It might be tighter, it might be looser. I think I'm a little bit tighter on the left. So you can use the hand, just gently creating more space. When you're ready, you can loop the hands through around the thigh or that right shin. So remember, it's not a competition. It's just doing what's right for your body and pushing and challenging yourself where it's appropriate. Let's just take a couple more breaths here. When you're ready, nice and safely, bringing that right foot down to the mat. Going to press that left foot on the inside of that right thigh as we come into our gentle twist over to the right. Just be aware of any differences on this side. And let's see if we can press both shoulders nicely into the mat. You're ready, taking a couple more breaths here. Going to slowly lift the knees up, releasing that left foot to the mat. Just take a couple of moments, see how you feel. Going to bring the hands either side, and we're going to inhale to lift into bridge pose. Now you can stay here for a few breaths, or you can continue to work the glutes as we did before, lifting up and lowering. We're just taking about 2 or 3 more of these if you want. And when you're ready, slowly coming all the way back to the mat. We're just going to take a few breaths before we move into abs. So we're just going to do a few abs exercises next. So while we're resting, the first abs exercise we're going to do is we're going to bring the hands either side of the head. And we're going to inhale as we lift the chest. And we're going to exhale to lower. Sorry, we're going to exhale as we lift. I keep getting it the wrong way around. And inhale to lower. So exhale to lift because it's creating space in the abs while we can work them. Inhale to lower. Okay, so just take 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, hands either side of the head. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale to lift. And hold. And release. And again. So just take maybe 10 or fewer of these if you want. When you've done your set, just coming back to the mat, and we're going to take a few breaths to rest. So while we're resting, the next sequence is going to be the same, or you can lift the legs up like so, creating a right angle with the knee, and you can take the same. If you want to take it further, you can tap the right, bring it up, tap the left, bring it up. So that's your choices. So just take a few more breaths before we get going. Okay, so when you're ready, just set yourself up. Bring the knees up if you want to. You do maybe 10 or a few more or a few less if you want. But when you're ready, just bringing yourself back to the mat. Now, the next exercise we're going to do is either do that one again, or you can repeat the first exercise we did on the ab. Or if you want to challenge yourself a bit more, rather than tap the toes, you can straighten the leg and in, straighten the leg and in. So it's your choice. Let's take a few more resting breaths. When you're ready, set yourself up and let's go. When you've had enough, gently coming back to the mat. I think I find when I've done about 5 on each side, that's when it starts burning. And I maybe do a couple more, but that's enough. So just do any more that you want, slowly bringing yourself back to the mat. We're going to do one final abs exercise. You have a choice. You can either do any of the ones we've been doing, or you can lift yourself all the way up using your abs, bringing yourself forward like so, and lifting yourself up into chair pose. And holding chair pose, come onto the balls of the feet if you want. Remembering to draw the ribs in nice and strong, and slowly coming all the way back to the mat and all the way down with control. Now we'll keep going, maybe do about 4 or 5 of those if you want. And we'll get together again in a few breaths. So just take 2 or 3 more breaths here. Ready? Lift off. Maybe take about 3 breaths in chair pose. Or a little bit more if you want. All the way down. Right, I think I've done 4. And I go for one more. Ooh. All the way down. And remember, when you're coming down, you're working the abs as well. Whoa. Oh. And when you've done, just coming into a resting pose for a few breaths. Just taking a few more breaths, letting your body rest a little bit. When you're ready, we're going to take a nice big stretch. So really stretch those fingers, point the toes away from the body. Beautiful. And we're going to roll over onto our bellies and then scooch back onto the mat. And I want you to bring the hands sort of around the shoulder area. We're going to come into our up dog or cobra pose. Press the tops of the feet into the mat and come to your position. So we're just stretching into the abs and working into the arms as well. Coming all the way down. Bringing the arms to the side, just having a bit of a rest. And while you're here, we're going to work into the glutes a little bit more. So we're going to inhale to lift the right leg and release. Bring the left one up and release. And keep going in your own breath. You can tap the abs, check they're engaging. And we're going to keep going for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. I want you to tuck the toes under, bring the hands in front of you as we come into our tabletop position. So we're going to take our cat-cow breath. Inhale as you tilt the pelvis towards the mat, draw the belly down, gaze comes up. Bringing the shoulders in towards each other. Exhale to reverse that motion, draw the belly up towards the spine, round the shoulder blades, take the gaze down. So keep going for a few moments in your own breath. You can take a few on the fingertips if you want, it's your choice. Really making sure you're bringing a nice juicy stretch into the spine. Feel free to take it out side to side. We're slowly going to come back to our neutral spine. And from here, I want you to come onto your heels. You can release the toes if you want. And we're going to inhale to lift, take the shoulders up. Exhale to release. Inhale to lift, taking the gaze up, working into the neck and release. And just take 2 or 3 more. Lovely, and release. So I'm going to slowly bring ourselves back to our tabletop. Release the legs out, coming into plank pose. And we're going to take our chaturanga push-up. We're working into the arms now. Really feel the triceps working away, drawing the elbows in towards the body, taking care of the shoulders here as well. Slowly dropping the knees and coming into child's pose for 3 breaths only. Bring ourselves back. I'm going to take that again. And we're going to drop the knees, come back into child's pose. We're going to stay in child's pose just for a few breaths. And when you're ready, I want you to meet me in downward facing dog. Feel yourself nicely up, bending the feet, bending the knees. Remembering to breathe into the lower back and the spine as well. Drawing that tailbone up. Feeling that stretch in the hamstrings. If you want, you can lower the elbows, continuing to work into the arms and the triceps. Trying to keep that dog shape as well. We're going to take 3 guided breaths there. Take a nice inhale together. As you exhale, we're going to gaze between the hands and slowly walk the feet towards the hand. Coming into our ragdoll at the top of the mat. And we're just going to shake it out, swing it out side to side. Letting the neck be free. When you're ready, grab hold of whatever's available. So the big toes, knees, the shins, the thighs. We're going to inhale, we lift the chest. Exhale to release. Keep going for a few breaths. And when you're ready, I want you to slowly come up. Keep a nice bend in the knees to protect the spine. And slowly coming all the way up. Feel free to lift the arms up in the air, coming onto the tiptoes for a nice big stretch. And release. Going to keep the arms up. Take hold of the right wrist with the left hand. And we're going to stretch over to the left. Just feel that breath in the right side body. When you're ready, coming all the way back, switching it, taking it to the other side. Slowly back to center. Just shaking it all out. We're going to come into Tadasana. Remember, feet together or feet apart. It's your choice. You're going to lift the toes up, spread them out, come back to the mat. Shoulders away from the ears, arms by the side. Feel free to close down the eyes and soften the face. Then inhale to rise. Take the gaze up. Exhale. Let's fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we step it back into plank pose. Hold it here for a little bit longer, pressing the hands into the mat. Slowly working through your chaturanga, opening the chest, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, if you want to lower the elbows, working the triceps, it's your choice. And exhale as we gaze between the hands, step or walk, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise through Hastasana. Exhale to release. Just taking a few breaths here. We're going to work through a sequence for the next two sun salutations. Just taking a couple more breaths here. We're going to inhale to rise. Exhale, let's fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to plank. You can either meet us down dog or coming onto that right arm for your side plank. And you can bring knee to elbow, knee to elbow. It's your choice. Keeping that right shoulder nice and strong. And when you're ready, coming all the way back into plank pose, lowering down through chaturanga, and coming back into downward facing dog. Just taking a few moments here. You're going to take an inhale, we lift that right leg in the air, and you exhale as you bring that right foot between the hands. We're going to drop that back knee. Inhale as we sweep up for our nice, beautiful lunge. Feel that length in the upper body. Exhale, bring the left hand to the mat, and we're going to take that right arm up for a nice twist. Option to lift that back knee, it's your choice. Hold it here, nice and strong in that left shoulder blade. Take one more inhale and exhale to release. Bring that hand back to the mat. Keep that back knee lifted if you want. Opening up for a nice low lunge. Nice and strong. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, we're going to drop the back knee. We're going to bring the hands to the mat as we bring the bum to the heel. So we're opening up that right hamstring. Use the hands to protect you here. I'm going to lift up. We're going to round into that right knee. So we're working that back hip flexor. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hand. We're going to shoot that right leg in the air. Option to run through a three-legged vinyasa. Or we can just all meet in downward facing dog. So your choice. Breathing in, breathing out. Remember, option to lower the elbows. Your choice. And when you're ready, we're going to take a nice deep inhale together. Exhale as you gaze between the hands. Step, walk, or float, feet to hands. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise through Hastasana. Exhale to release. So just take a few moments here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'll just come over here. So just find your Tadasana, lift the toes up, spread them out. Shoulders away from the ears, arms by the side. Inhale to rise. Exhale, fold forward from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it into plank pose. Option to stay here. Option to lift into side plank on that left hand this time. It's your choice, knee to elbow. It's your choice. Remember to engage that glute as well, keeping a nice lift. You can always drop that back knee if you want. It's your choice. And when you're ready, bring yourself back into plank pose. And let's lower it down nice and strong. Downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Going to inhale that left leg in the air this time. And we're going to bring that left foot between the hands. Drop the back knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Keep that length in the upper body. And we're going to release that right hand to the mat this time. And we're going to have a nice stretch over to the left. So keep it nice and strong. Option to lift that back knee. And we're going to exhale to release. And we're going to slowly come up into our low lunge. So you can keep on the back knee if you want, or you can lift it. Nice and strong in the upper body. And we're going to slowly lower that back knee and bring the bum to the heel as we work into that left leg now. Beautiful. And let's bring it forward, pressing into that left knee, this time working that right hip flexor. So when you're ready, we're going to release the hands to the mat. And we're going to shoot that left leg in the air. You can just come into dog, or you can flow through a three-legged vinyasa and meet us in downward facing dog. And again, you've got the option of lowering the elbows. You want to work into the triceps and the upper arm. Take one more inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands. Step, walk, or float, feet to hands. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise through Hastasana. Exhale to release. I'm going to shake it all up. We've got about 5 minutes to go, so we're coming towards the end of the practice. I want you to bring yourself into goddess pose, toes away from the midline, bending into the knees, and we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. You can bring the arms out if you want. Draw the knees a little bit back. And just keep going for 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands either side of the head like so. We're going to twist, we're going to bend over to the right and to the left. Just taking a couple more on each side. Nice, beautiful stretch. Coming back to center. Take the hands to the waist, straighten the legs. Bring yourself to the top of the mat. Shake it all out. I'm going to come into tree pose. So whichever foot you want to start with is your choice. I'm going to lift my right leg up first. Be careful with the knee. Bringing the hands to heart center. And feel free to open that tree if it's available. Remembering to breathe in, breathe out. We're going to slowly bring the hands back to heart center. And we're going to gently lower that leg. And when you're ready, moving over to the other side. Might be stronger on one side. And again, feel free to open that tree if it's available. Pressing that standing foot into the mat. Slowly bring the hands to heart center. Gently release. Going to bring the feet mat distance apart. Hands to heart center as we come into our yogi squat. We're coming towards the end of the practice. Feel free to open up the hips a little bit more. Feel free to run through a crow pose. You want to continue to work into the upper body as well. When you're ready, I want you to come all the way to the back. Flex those feet, micro bend those knees, hands either side. Inhale, lift and then through Dandasana. A few moments here. One more inhale. And release. I'm going to bring that left knee in towards the crease of the left elbow, cradling it like a baby. Opening out that hip. And when you're ready, slowly bringing that left foot, pressing it into the right side. Inhale, we lift and lengthen. Exhale, we reach over towards that right foot. But feel that length in the upper body. You can grab hold of the foot if it's available. When you're ready, let's slowly come up together on the inhale. And we're going to go straight to the other side. So the right foot in, cradling it like a baby. Keeping that back nice and neutral. And we're going to slowly bring that right foot to the inside of that left thigh. Flexing that left foot, micro bend the knee if you need to. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, we hinge forward over that left leg. As you inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. When you're ready, slowly coming up on the inhale. Bringing both legs in front of you, hands behind the body, fingers pointing towards the toes. As we inhale to lift and lengthen into our reverse plank. And I want you to inhale as you lift the chin, tuck it towards the chest. Slowly release. And when you're ready, I want you to come all the way down to the mat for your final Shavasana. Close down the eyes, soften the face. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to start deepening the breath and slowly wriggling the fingers and the toes and rotating the ankles and the wrists in both directions. So let's take a little bit more care with the wrists today. We've been working into the arms quite a bit. Beautiful. Let's take a nice stretch. And we're going to draw the knees into the chest one by one. So give yourself a nice little squeeze and a gentle rock from side to side. And just let yourself fall over onto one side, resting on the hands or the arms. And slowly and safely bringing yourself up to your comfortable cross-legged position. Feel free to do a variation of lotus pose if that's in your practice. Keeping the eyes closed and the face soft. And slowly bring the hands to heart center. And we're going to end today's practice with our 3 clearing breaths. You can slowly bring the thumbs up to the third eye. I want to thank you for joining me in today's practice. I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. The inner light in you will always honor the inner light in you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Shabnam.
Thanks so much, guys. I'll let you know about another class, maybe tomorrow or Friday. People are up for it.
I think I'll probably be in the office tomorrow and Friday because I've been at home for about 10 days.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'll drop an email anyway, just gauge what people are up for.
Okay.
Cheers. See you later. Take care. Bye.